We're going to get started resting today. So you'll need to either bring your yoga mat near a couch or grab a chair. And you're going to put this chair, if you're using that, on your mat, or just have your mat right up against the edge of the couch. If you're using a hard chair like I am, go ahead and lay a blanket or a thin pillow on top so you have something giving you a little more padding. And then bring yourself down to the ground and come and rest on your outer hip on one side. Make sure your body is really close to the chair, the couch, whichever you're using. Lay down on your elbow. Flip around, put your other elbow down, and then start to stack your lower legs up on top of your chair. And you're going to bring yourself so close to the surface that the bends in the back of your knees meet the edge. And I want you to go ahead and take a look at the height of your ankles compared to your knees and see if they're the same height or not. Ideally, they would be. If, for example, your ankles are higher than your knees, then you're probably going to want to pause the video, put something underneath your back side so that they'll be on the same height, because this is part of the magic of how it really helps your hips. Once you've got that level surface between knees and ankles, you're going to lay yourself back and down, and then see if you want to cover yourself up at all here. Some folks like to lay a blanket over their shins. That adds just a little bit of therapeutic weight. Some people like to cover their bodies up as a whole. You see what feels good to you. Lay your arms out alongside you. Find this middle ground where your arms are not super wide and your arms are not super close to the side of you. They're somewhere in the middle. Turn your palms slightly upward. Bring your awareness down to your hips and your knees. You're noticing your hips and your knees. You might ask yourself, could I scoot my bottom a little bit closer to the chair or to the couch and still feel comfortable here? Notice one more time into your body. See if there's any part of you that needs a little adjustment here or there. And then settle into this. Your body is going to get to be still here for the next couple of minutes. You might close your eyes if that works for you. You might keep them open, but looking at a particular spot if that feels better. Get really curious about yourself in this moment. You are here now. You are resting in this supported yoga pose. You are tuning in. Maybe you're noticing the sensations all around your body. Maybe you're being mindful of your thoughts, observing your thoughts. Check in with any emotions, any feelings that might be brewing somewhere within you. And then notice down into your pelvis and your hips. You might imagine all of the muscles that run through your pelvis and your hips and wrap around this part of you. Some of them even connecting into your spine, your legs, your pelvis, muscles in the bottom of your pelvis, all around. Pay attention to your breath and let your breath be really slow and easy. You don't need to force your breath to be deep. Slow and easy breathing is just enough. If you have a blanket laid over your legs, you might want to slide it down or off to the side. Because we're going to start to move into some stretches to unwind your hips. Bring your right knee in closer towards your chest and go ahead and just give it a squeeze. You're going to pull it in towards your chest and then out and up towards your right shoulder. So it goes a little bit wider and squeezing in and up. Pause with me here for one more breath. And then send your right ankle over and across the top of your left knee. And this might be where you want to stay, just in this really passive way of approaching this pose. Letting your body rest in this shape and unwind in the unique way that it does. And we support it and let it go. Or you may want to take more of an active approach where you bring your legs towards you and you thread your right hand through the inside, your left hand around to the outside of the back of your left leg, and you're squeezing your legs towards you in reclining pigeon. Easy, slow breaths. Couple more. And then very slowly release, and you can lay your left leg back on top of the chair or couch, unravel your right leg and send it through. And then on your next exhale, bring your left knee into your chest and then out and up towards your left shoulder. You're actively squeezing your knee in. You're breathing and holding. Go slow and then cross your left ankle up and over the top of your right knee and see what route is going to best serve you today. Just letting your body rest and unwind. A more active approach where you pull in both are beneficial, so it's just a matter of intuitively noticing, what does my body need today? And breathe and hold. Just like we did before, let's give it some time to unwind. Slowly uncross, and then if you're using a chair, you can take your feet and push into the chair to move it aside, or it's better for you to get up and roll up to your side and then push your chair away or move your body away from the couch. We're all gradually going to work our way onto our hands and knees. And then when you get to your hands and knees, spread all 10 of your fingers out so you're really taking up some space, and start to circle your knees around, your hips around. Your knees are rooted, your hips are circling around. Circle your hips around in the other direction. Pay attention as you do this, because sometimes we can find areas where it's a little harder to circle around into, and I want you to go a little bit slower if you find any places that feel a little less natural for you to move into. Come back to center when you're ready, and then take your left foot forward, and you're actually going to put your left foot out pretty wide so that your left toes point off your mat and your left heel points in. Lower your hands again. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine, shift and bend out into a half squat to the left. And then as you exhale, move your hips back towards the center. Inhale, lengthen and shift out into a side lunge, a half squat. And then exhale, back. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Let's do one more. Moving as slow as your breath. Gently lower your left knee down. Rise up into a kneeling position and shake out your wrist for a moment. And when you're ready, lower your hands back down. If you need something a little more neutral for your wrist, you can always come up onto two fists. Right foot is going to come out to the right in that wide half squat stance. Hands down, inhale, lean out into half squat. Exhale, move back. You're following your breath. Go with it. Inhale out. Exhale in. One more time. this next time that you've made your way in, go ahead and place your right knee down, shift around, and come into a seated position. Bring the soles of your feet together. Take your knees out wide and take a deep breath in. You can hold right here, or you can hinge forward any amount. It's our final pose for today. See if you might bring in some softness into your jaw, into your hips. And then inhale, gradually bring yourself up. Cross your legs. Place your hands together and then start to rock a little bit from side to side. So you're actually shifting your body weight from one hip to the other. You're rocking from side to side. Come all the way back to center. Take your thumbs in this prayer shape and press your thumbs into your lips. And take a few breaths right there. You're helping to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is a calming aspect of your nervous system. Wonderful to be with you today. I'll see you soon.